I think there will be a crisis and there will be an opportunity for Democrats to step in and lead going forward. So I think that, there's three buckets that I have here. Jared Polis, I think, on the libertarian argument of activist government will have some openings here because Trump is so aggressive here trying to use the federal government to solve problems where traditionally the federal government didn't get involved. That was traditionally a Republican view. I think Gretchen Whitmer's State of the State address about focusing on economics. You saw a little bit this weekend from AOC and Representative Ryan from in the House, this idea of like, okay, Trump really got elected on the economy. Inflation was too high and people did not feel economically secure. A lot of the action we're seeing so far is not in that bucket. Now, it's harder. You don't have as many individual tools to issue executive orders and other things to get the economy going. But I think people who start putting down markers, repeating their messages, it starts to build an authenticity. Like, hey, I've been talking about this for months. And then you need the moment where something happens and you can step forward and say, WTF. So I'm not sure anyone will cause that moment, but I think events will happen that give people opportunities to lead.
I think, at least right now, politically and domestically, there's nobody that can stand up to him. And then I think the Colombia example over the weekend provides an interesting tale. I think the only people who might be immune from that would be Kim Jong-un, Putin, or Xi, in the sense that they could say, we're going to get into some kind of economic tit for tat, and it wouldn't be as quick of a capitulation as it was for the president of Colombia. So I don't know that right now there's some force out there. I mean, like I said, those three guys, just the size of them and the powers that they have, I think are a little bit more things that could pose a problem for Trump. But I don't think he's like wondering who's going to take him on, or that there's anyone on there who so far shows that they've got the might to do that.
Look, I think his own party in the House is his biggest problem. I mean, I just keep coming back to that. Amongst all the noise, all the action the last 7 days or 6.5 days here, there's still a complete mess in the House. That is a problem. Like the clock is ticking.
They're not a complete mess. They have 92% of House Republicans on board for whatever they want to do. So they're a complete mess with 8% of the conference, but that's not a complete mess.
They need 99.5%.
I agree.
Like, so
I agree with you that it's his biggest problem, but I'm just saying I just reject the characterization that it's like the whole House conference, because it's really not. It's a handful of people.